Okay, hey, thank you everybody for coming to the meeting. Happy birthday to the club. Woo! If you didn't read it, so Gary Gentry, the father of RC at Cypress Lakes, puts this little note in the newsletter that on June 8th, 2024, he's going to be at Maiden Cane, and if anybody's interested and wants to go back to their youth, to come out. So, I don't know what I was thinking, but I go. Oh, hey, how are you?
Okay.
So I go over to Maiden Cane, and these two characters are there with these cars. What? Yeah? Huh?
What is that?
What is what?
Maiden
Cane Court. Maiden Cane Court. That's where it all started.
That's what he's
No, sorry. Yeah, Maiden Cane Court. Yeah, Maiden Cane Court. Beck, hey bud.
How's it going?
Good. So anyway, if you didn't know the story, so Gary and Dean are there with their cars. Growing up, I was not an RC car person. I was more of a Estes rocket person. So, you know, Gary says to me, hey, you want to run one of these cars? And then that was it. It was like, this is cool. And, you know, anyway, so we ran a little bit. Of course, I ran off of, got my first car off Amazon, blah, blah, blah. Then Dean says, later on, after we've run Maiden Cane Court for a couple times, well, I want to race.
I don't?
No, you do.
Oh.
You wanted to race. Yeah, because we were just running around.
Yeah.
We weren't keeping track of nothing.
That's when we got the clickers, right?
Oh my God. So that's when we started kind of promoting it and, you know, getting people to come, and we outgrew Maiden Cane Court pretty quick. I mean, if any of you have been over there, there is a spot kind of along that little pond there that is open.
Yeah.
People filled that up with golf carts. I know Chris came, Jill's daughter came and showed us all up. But that was so cool. Anyway, so June 8th was the day that it all started. So I wanted to mention that. We have, before you leave, you have to either take brownies, cake, snacks, or all of the above. Okay? So happy birthday. All right, so that's that.
Did you get us all gifts?
I did.
And I have a new car?
Look back at your house when you get home, you'll find something there.
Yeah, nothing but trouble.
I know. All right, so those of you that don't know, the Moffitt Cancer Center NASCAR, we created that, well, not me, Chris created that for us so that we could run it at the Moffitt Cancer Center race and take it over to Moffitt when we went over to give them the money, which I think everybody knows by now. We gave them $1,300. So great job, you know, promoting that. All of our raffle money goes to whatever cause we're working on at that time. Okay, and that's how much we were able to raise through that and John's show. That amounted to $1,300. Anyway, so Chris says, boy, you know, it'd be kind of cool if we sent that car to Pat. Well, we didn't have a car, we just had the body.
Didn't have a chassis.
So DFD, thanks to Gary, donated a chassis, a NASCAR chassis. Included the battery, the remote, you know, all the guts to the car. Chris had the body. Chris worked on the body, he worked on the guts of it, and then he also had a box to ship it, you know, the original NASCAR box that looks like really cool. Bama, Randy, happened to have the original shipping box, so we put it in that and we shipped it off to Pat. Got a call yesterday morning. Very emotional. He says, I went out he has a carport where he's at there in Texas. Went out and there's this box with Losi on it. He has no idea because he hasn't been into it since Mary passed. You know, what is this? He opens it up and there's the Moffitt NASCAR with Mary's name on it, with his number on it. I mean, he was so appreciative, so appreciative. He misses all of you, and he had to get away because the grief was just eating him up. And I can understand that. I told him we missed him. He's welcome back anytime. And it was very emotional, and that was a great thing we did. And we couldn't have done it without everybody's help. So thank you for that. That was really cool. That's what makes us different than all the other clubs, in my opinion.
That's
You
right.
know? So, okay. Want to talk about road trips. So the first one coming up is Saturday, June 27th. Not far off, okay? Auburndale Speedway. I guess as we get closer, we'll just communicate on Signal or text message or something on, do we want to go separate? Do we, hey, if there's 10 of us going, do we want to gang up? I don't know, because I've gotten a few yeses. Chris, Bama, I think you're going with us. Jim, you're going to go with us?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
What
Okay. Okay, well, so here's the deal. The gate opens at 5, racing starts at 6. And I would say, has anybody driven over there from here? Has anybody in the room been there?
Probably about 45 minutes.
About 45 minutes?
Yeah.
So we might want to leave 4-ish?
No later than 4:30 for sure.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, we'll kind of coordinate that as we get a little bit closer. But again, everybody's welcome to join us. Don Nichols is going to go with us. He goes a lot. That's where I got the info, most of the info. Cash only. Okay? Do not take your debit card. They got an ATM, but God only knows what they charge to get cash out of that sucker. Okay? The vendor won't take it. The ticket booth won't take it. They'll only take cash. Okay? Plenty of food. You don't have to worry about taking any food. Okay. The one thing Don said, they're kind of bleacher style seats. If you've got a stadium seat or a seat cushion, take that. Other than that, that's about all you need. Okay.
What's the admission charge?
Okay. $20. 18. Do we need earplugs?
Yeah.
Is it that loud?
Yeah.
Okay. Take your earplugs. Sandy. It's
the race.
If you're deaf anyway.
For regular, $18 for seniors.
Okay.
Okay, and then if you want in the pits, that's an extra. What it 40? Isn't that what I put down? Yeah, extra $40. I'm not doing the pits, but if you want to do the pits, that's an extra $40. And I'll bet you have to sign a waiver too.
I guarantee you do.
So that should be a good time. And Don said that they're supposed to start racing about 6. And typically they're done about 10:30-ish, 11. So we'll be home by midnight. I mean, it'll be kind of a late night for those of us that go to bed at 9:30 or 10, but should be a blast, okay? If you can join us, just communicate with me, let me know, and then we'll coordinate meeting up in the parking lot and how we're gonna go over. Okay, the other one, we got set up. We did great on this, sort of. I thought we were going to do one thing and it kind of switched. So when I called the Flying Tigers to talk to them about the Friday night baseball, reserve the suite, I find out that the activities office has reserved a suite for the $38 all-you-can-eat deal.
Ooh.
So that's what I said, okay, well, we'll just do that. And actually, 19 of us so far have signed up for that. Now, no charge for parking over there at the baseball stadium. $38. We have an air-conditioned suite. You can sit outside as well. All-you-can-eat buffet. It's not steak and potatoes. I mean, it's burgers, dogs, fries, that kind of stuff. But all you can eat throughout the game. Yeah, baseball food. And really, that should be a great time. Now, initially, Camilla didn't know when we need the money. I need your money by Saturday, July 5th, please. Okay. There again, I don't do Venmo or Venmo, whatever that crap is. cash would be great. If you got a check and that's the only way you can give me money, that's okay too. But it's $38, is that right? Yeah, $38, okay? So, and that will be a great time. 19 of us, she needs one more to get the minimum, which I think was 32, okay? So most of us are taking most of the space, but it maxes out at 48. So if you know of somebody else club-wise that wants to go, don't dilly-dally, because once she gets to 48, I can't add somebody, okay?
She had 30 this morning signed up.
Oh, is it? Okay, oh, good. Well, then we got enough. That's what you had to have was for the minimum was 30. So that's good.
So
Okay.
do we sign up with you or with her?
Well, if you tell me you want to go, I'll get her to add you to the list. Yes, ma'am.
I'm not.
Okay.
gonna go. I'm not a baseball.
All right. The other one, we're going to go on Sunday, August 9th. We're going to go over to Heroes Speedway, which is Bradenton. Is that right, Chris? Yeah. You've been there, Mel? You have not been there. Okay. All right. Road race course. It will be hot, I'm sure. They race about 10. They start racing at about 10 since it's hotter. I want to see the Formula One cars. Is what I want to see. But this is a road race course, asphalt. And here again, if you'd like to go, we'll as we get closer, we'll talk about how we'll meet, where we'll meet. On the Flying Tigers. You might, because it's so close, you might want to drive by yourself. I don't know. If somebody needs a ride, let me know. Okay? That's it. Okay, that's what I got for you there. Okay. Let's see. Questions?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Club work days. Tuesdays are best. So, and we're going to do 6-ish. Not to interrupt your dinner, but we thought it might be a little cooler rather than trying to go out at 8 and just absolutely dying. So we thought June 23rd, July 14th, and August 18th. So far, we know we got to work on some border repair. We got to fix that door so Chris and Audrey and Joe can get in and out of the track because it opens and closes, lets them in and out. That's great. I would really Chris says we can paint his trailer. That would be like really cool. Let's make it bright green. Nobody can miss it, and we'll get our logo on there. Then we might work on the S-curve depending on where we are. But if you can, again, I'll communicate that. Please come out. Helping is directing. Helping is physically doing it. I just like to see it done before Tom gets back. And we're ready to roll when we start racing. Okay?
Does he know that we want to paint it?
Does
Or
Chris?
is it gonna be
Chris Kyle?
surprise?
No? Chris
No.
Kyle knows.
No, Kelly.
Oh, I
Is
don't
that
know.
gonna
I
be
don't
a
know if I told.
surprise?
I don't think I told him that. No.
Good, that would be
Yeah,
a
I think it would be
surprise.
great. He gets back and it's so bright he can't even see straight.
Well, if he watches this, he'll know.
Yeah. Yeah. So much for that. Okay. So, Chris Kyle. Well, let's see. I want to thank Denny for creating a video. Did everybody see the?
Nobody ever saw
Again,
it.
I'm trying to plow everything I can onto Facebook. If you have computer access, phone access, and you're not on, let me know. I'll make sure Christine lets you on. I'm trying to put everything on there. I've got events. I think I've got the 2 races in September on there already. I've got our meetings, pictures, these 2 videos. Denny created a video, kind of a birthday video, and Gary created a birthday video. Both of those are on the Facebook page, and both of them are awesome. He's got a little bit older pictures. Denny's got a little bit newer pictures, and had to include Evel Knievel at my request. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So, the real reason that Denny created the video was I reached out to Robert and said, hey, could we just kind of get together and talk about RC and see where we are, see what you think, see if you're going to throw us out tomorrow, you know, what the kind of deal is. So Denny created the video. They couldn't look at it because they're not allowed to use external thumb drives. Anyway, Chris went with me, and compared to my last meeting with Robert about RC, it went pretty well. Because Robert was ready to throw me out last time. I learned to keep my mouth shut.
Pick your fights.
But what's that?
Pick your fights.
Yeah, pick my fight.
Kept it
Overall,
collected.
he was very impressed, I would say, would you
Yes.
not? At what we do. It was kind of like McKenna. I don't know if you heard McKenna's comment when she was at the race last time. Steve, I had no idea that it was what it is. I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. Robert, the same thing. We had Judy's book that he could look at. I had a list of the different things, the different races, all that type of stuff. He was most interested in who we give money to.
Yep.
So I was able to say we gave money to Ambucks, we gave money to Toys for Tots, we gave money to Moffett, and we're working on Flight to Honor right now. Oh my gosh.
He said that's what their corporate office was looking for the most, instead of just piling money in. Is there money going out, and where's it actually going to? What causes is it going to? They want to see that. So
Yep.
when we had that, they just kind of sat back and just listened to everything that we had to say after that.
Yep. Yep. So again, you guys have done that, okay? Guys, gals. I mean gals when I say guys. I think we're the best club in the community. Maybe short of the veterans group. So anyway, we need to talk more about a permanent track, because the only spot that Robert can think of is over there by the dog park, and probably space-wise, it's about the only open space. But when it's damp, it is frickin' soaked, and that's the issue.
He said
So-
he didn't have a problem out there. It's just that it stays so wet for so long.
Once it
He
gets
doesn't-
wet,
He doesn't foresee that being a good spot right now until something gets built up out there.
Yeah.
As far as like dumping dirt or whatever out there, but he wasn't opposed to it. He didn't say no.
yep,
He kind of suggested out in that area.
he did, yeah.
Me and Steve talked about it, and for now, honestly, I think, this is me, the best place for us is right here in this parking lot. It's the greatest place. It's the greatest show that we've got.
It is.
We get people that stop by every single Saturday that we're there. They stop and watch it. We play the national anthem. People stop in their cars to get out.
Yeah. Great.
Bathrooms.
Yeah.
Pickleball stops,
Pickleball,
tennis
yeah.
stops.
Yeah.
Everybody stops just for
Yeah.
that. And then even after they're done, they come up through the pits or whatever, walk up there and talk to us.
And it's not that I don't want us to have a track. I want us to, but Joe, I know you talk dirt track. Do you have any idea the maintenance of a dirt track? I am
from
not
just-
maintaining it.
Not just
Yeah.
from a track perspective,
For
but from a
cars.
car perspective
Yeah.
also. I learned at DFD,
You
oh
did.
my God, one race and I'm tearing my car apart to get every little inch of dirt out of it.
So if we
I
don't
had
Can we
to,
get an estimate on what it would take to pay that over there?
To pave it? Yeah, we could.
if they paved it, we wouldn't have to worry about.
Exactly. I would much prefer it's just, I wonder how much, well,
it would have to be built up first
Yeah.
before you
Yeah.
even
We- and I
decide to
think-
either pave it or
I
concrete
think
it.
if we go back to him and say, hey, the club would really just like to check it out, they may even, because, just to ask somebody to come, you got to pay them for that crap these days. They might help us with that and do a study on what it would cost and what we could do to build a permanent place over there.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's a feasibility study.
Yeah, yeah.
Is more or less what it would be.
So don't think I bailed on you. It's just,
No,
I know dirt wise, I really don't think we want a dirt track. It's
two
just way
perspectives.
lots of maintenance.
DFD, they're working on their track 2, 3, 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every,
With a
Every week.
track, with a little
With a
tractor,
and
dragging it.
sprayer
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
And blowing
putting
it
dirt
off.
on it.
Every time it rains, you
Yeah.
gotta come back and fix
So
it.
just be aware of that, okay?
from a
Just
maintenance
aware.
perspective,
I love Brennan.
my NASCAR that I ran out there, I've got a tachometer that I run, and after I got done running, my motor had all kinds of sand stuff in it, so I water cleaned it. After I water cleaned it, getting all the dirt and everything out, my car picked up 4,500 RPM just cleaning it. So if you're going to have to do that every week, if you don't clean it every week, your car will be dead in 2 weeks, 2 races. Your motor will be shot.
And also, if they give us that area and this swampland.
That's what we're talking about, having to build
Yeah.
up.
It's not gonna be
Exactly, Sandy.
any dirt.
Exactly. It,
No.
Well,
we have
red clay will have to
here.
be brought in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't just build what's there because it is sand.
Yep.
You're gonna have to bring red clay in from somewhere, and that red clay is gonna have to be worked every week before that race. It's gonna have to be tilled up, it's gonna have to be dragged, it's gonna have to be packed.
Oh, yeah, they do all that.
You can't just,
Like they did the road.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the thing, it has to be packed down after it's tilled up. And you'll have to do that because if it rains any, you're gonna get ruts in it from washing out.
Yep.
So you're gonna have to till it up, you're gonna have to come back and pack it down after that. It's no different than a Saturday night racetrack out here.
And it's, again, it's not that I don't want it, I would, because I understand. I would love to be able to go out somewhere else other than in front of my house and run my car. Okay? It's just working it out so it works out.
Now, if there's a feasibility study that we could either do asphalt or concrete at a better, but I think that's gonna have to be built up out there before we even consider, being able to use that. They'll have to do the feasibility study about runoff and everything for that first.
It's a shame we couldn't have gotten some of that dirt and stuff from when they were doing the road.
Yeah, yeah. But I'll work on that, okay? Because I don't think you knew I was gonna go talk to Robert. And again, it was a very, so much different, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
very
not
positive.
a no. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
he didn't say no to anything. Yeah.
He was very cordial about everything, listened to every word we said, and
Was Heather there?
Heather?
Heather was there?
yeah, Heather was there with him, and we talked about running electric to help with the fans, so we can get fans when it's hot, and he was not opposed to that. He even liked the idea, and he said that he had been thinking about having them put some down through there anyway.
This is on Garden Walk. We're gonna
Yeah,
have, we
on
only got the
Garden Walk.
one box now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have 2 more boxes. So we
Halfway
can-
down and then
yeah.
all the way down,
Yep.
and then
So Bama can put a fan in his spot.
And the shocking thing about it was the electricians were already there, and they called them and had us meet them right after the meeting to talk to them about it.
Really?
That's how
What a
quick it happened.
blessing.
Yeah.
So it was, like Steve said, it was a immaculate, pleasant meeting.
It was.
Good.
It was.
How long was it?
40 minutes?
40, yeah.
40 minutes max. Because we were out of there about 10 till, and I don't think we
Yeah.
started till about quarter after.
Right.
Yeah.
Heather's opinion?
Joe, do you need some?
Heather,
Do you need some?
actually
did.
Heather talked less than Robert,
Yeah.
but she was on board, I believe.
Yeah, Robert asked, questions.
He was-
We had the answers and the right answers about where the money was going, what we're doing for the community, how we're trying to get people involved, some of the,
Yeah,
some of the
he
extra
was that,
stuff.
yeah, he was impressed. And again, this is not me, this is all of you. Remember we had the CLVAA at the New Year's race, and they were doing a hot dog thing. He thought that was awesome.
Yep.
The HOA came in for the Mini Motor Expo and did the brunch. I said, and Gwen even came. He said, what? So, and then I said, Steve and Kathy came and did a concert for us. All these things. And then I told him about what we want to do in the fall. I got a food truck coming. That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna have Steve and Kathy back. That's great. He didn't know anything about Evil Knievel. Evil Knievel's coming back. He said, really? Evil? He didn't know he would die. I said, no, not really evil. And then I showed him the picture. But he thought that was like too cool. And
What about the
then,
security? Did you tell them you have a security there? The security team?
yes,
Did you tell
yeah,
them
sir,
that? That would
yeah.
probably help a lot.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I'm going to drop this on you right now, and don't let this go too far. This is just thought things. Veterans Day, okay? Veterans Day race, I've got the dog lady coming, okay? Veterans Day, if I can pull it off, I want to feed every veteran in the park lunch if they want it, for no charge. Okay? The challenge is knowing the true number of our veterans. We know how many are in the club, but then nobody knows, it seems like, what that X factor number is. How many are not in the club that would come to lunch that day?
That is still in the park.
That's right.
Well, you can have them, have them sign up, but you'll.
Well, we're gonna do that, but I'd like to know,
Yeah.
you know,
Ahead of time.
yeah, much farther ahead of time. We're gonna do a meal ticket thing about 2 weeks in advance. Joe shows his proof that he's a vet. I know he's a vet, but
Yeah.
you know, we gotta have some kind of proof.
Yeah.
Comes to the clubhouse, gets his ticket, boom, he's ready to go.
And it's set for a time, say from, 10 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11, 11:30 to 12. That way the lady's not overwhelmed and she knows about how many people will be there at certain times.
Yeah.
And an overall amount of people that
Are you just
will be
gonna
there.
be CLVA members?
No, any served veteran in our park.
But they have
Who's
to
gonna-
come get a ticket.
Who's gonna do the food?
I work for the government.
Do we-
She is. Our hot dog lady.
The dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they'll get a hot dog,
Oh, okay.
chips, and a drink. Okay, then they can go to the bake sale and get dessert. Now that they gotta pay for it. So, and the way, again, this is all talk right now.
It'll just be a plain
Okay.
dog.
Yeah, you're gonna get a plain dog, cause she'll do coney dog, blah, blah, dog, blah, blah, blah. If, as a vet, you want more, then you just pay the difference. Like $2, I pay $2 to get a coney dog or whatever it is, okay? So that's what we're thinking. Anyway, so Robert thought that was incredible. Anyway, okay, I know I'm running out of time for you two. It is 4:30 if you need to go.
It's good.
So, a couple things that I think we need to look at and maybe try to make the purchase if we can, maybe before we race or not long after we get to racing. Talked to Wheels and he thought pit fans would be a good idea. I guess Home Depot's got like a 17-inch fan, that sits on the ground. This is where I thought we needed the electric out there. He thought if we kind of about the middle, you put one way and one the other way, and that would at least provide a little more air movement for us. And then if you got your own personal fan, then so be it. But that's something I think we need to kind of think about. And then, I mentioned this last time, a driver stand. Robert is actually looking with us.
Well, it could be a shared
Yep.
project also that the veterans can use for their car shows, for awards and stuff. That the tennis club could use, that pickleball could use for pictures or whatever they want, or anything like that. It's just it's more than one usage of a thing.
Yep.
We're not just saying we want this and we're not going to let everybody have it. We're willing to help out to get it and share it with other clubs.
So they kind of like that idea.
But they're gonna pitch in too?
Well, he's going to do some research because I checked about $2,700 is what I thought. 4 foot deep by 16 feet wide. That should cover our max. Usually we don't have more than about 8 running at a time. That should cover everybody. That should allow Joe to get up there, Chris to get up there, Audrey to get up there, turn around and get back off of there. So that's, and they're 4x4 pieces is what they are. And then you connect them together. That way we can fold them up, they're on wheels, put them on the truck or put them on the trailer.
Now, if anybody has any other ideas, Steve's reached out to rental companies that may have some for sale that they're trying to get rid of to
Yep.
get different ones or something. If anybody else has any ideas of where to look, the one that Steve had is in California. There's got to be somebody closer, yeah.
I would think. I just haven't found
But
it.
I'm looking on websites for auctions for these places, stage events that go on sale or something. If y'all have any ideas where you might see one sitting out somewhere while you're out and about, just let us know.
Yep.
Where are they gonna store all of that once it's broken down?
Well, it folds up like this.
Once it does, okay.
Do they
So-
put them in the trailer?
We may need
We'll have to
a
figure
bigger trailer,
Yeah,
or,
if it-
yeah,
This one's for sale already?
yeah, exactly. So we'll have to work on that. We'll have to work on that a little bit.
I was
Okay.
actually gonna sell it to begin with.
You guys head now? Yes.
Before Joe and Sandy take off,
Yes. Oh,
Paul wants to say.
we all gotta say, everybody look at the camera, wave and say, hi, Paul and Christine.
Keep doing it.
Birthday!
Hi, Paul. Gotta get over to Mick.
Okay.
You guys back in the corner.
Show them the cake that they're
And me.
Oh yeah, show them the cake that they're not gonna get to eat, yeah. So, I wanted to mention real quick, you all know Thunderbolt, our most famous driver of all time. Is that you? Right? He's involved in the Special Olympics. He's in the bowling competition, okay? Every Saturday from now till sometime in August, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at Bolero, which is on the south end of town on Florida Avenue, okay? At 12:30 on Saturday,
12:20.
12:20, 12:19? All right, 12:20. Aaron is there bowling 2 games as practice. I think it would be great if a few of us could go down, be a bit rowdy when he hits all those strikes. Way to go, Thunderbolt! Are you going to wear a Thunderbolt shirt? I mean,
I don't have one.
well,
You ain't
we'll
got
have to
one.
work on
I have
that.
Oak County shirt.
Polk County. You can't be just Polk County. You got to be Thunderbolt.
You know what? We'll just keep a Flash Gordon. It's got the.
Why can't he wear a
So,
t-shirt from the club?
if we can, and then the actual competition is August, and it's more of a team competition once they get all that set up. But I was going to try to go down this Saturday if anybody wants to go.
Oh, Chris Coswell too.
Let me know, but I think if we could support Aaron, that would be an awesome thing. Okay. All right. The other thing I had was treasury report. We started May with $3,722.53, and this is before our M-Bucks infusion of money. Made $695. Spent $1,616, $1,300 of that, which was Moffett. Okay, so we really didn't spend much at all. Ended the month with $2,714.53 in the bank. Not bad. And I have $96.53 petty cash in an envelope at the house, so I can support. Yeah, Judy with an eye over the summer. I don't know if $96.53 will do it, but anyway, that's the deal. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Okay.
Forgive it.
All right. So, everybody, well, most everybody says, Steve, when's the next race? Steve, when's the next meeting? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I hope, of course, I'll probably have to print this out every time. Every meeting. But I tried to put the fall schedule of events. Blue are our races. One boo-boo I made was, initially I thought the first race in September was going to be Summer's Last Lap, and the second, Patriots Pride. Patriots Pride is kind of a remembrance of 9/11. The 5th is closer to 9/11 than the 19th. And the fall solstice is the 21st, Judy?
Yes.
So that makes sense. So I flip-flopped those two names, but everything else is the same. On the 19th, Paulie, the fellow that does the Italian meals, is going to work to offer breakfast sandwiches for us. Gary's working on that with him, so I can get a menu, and then we'll probably try to sell some tickets in advance. So again, that, you know, if we sell 30, he's prepared for that. If we sell 130, he's somewhat prepared for that, okay? The following race, the Evel Knievel Ramp Riot, then Tim Hughes will do the same thing, okay? And just saying, that's somebody's anniversary, and they think it's more important to go away than race.
Oh.
I don't want to say who it is,
Oh.
but anyway.
Going on another cruise?
I think we're going to Vegas. This time.
So,
Gonna take a long time by
Next
boat.
weekend's the cruise.
okay, then we got the zombie drift. That'll be the first time that the Slinging Dogs lady will come, okay?
What is that?
It's a
Hot dog stand.
hot dog food truck, yep. She has hamburgers, but I'm gonna suggest to her that until we know what we're dealing with, just offer the hot dog. I'm gonna leave it at that. That way, yeah, just kind of keep it simple.
Yeah.
Then Veterans Day. So we're trying to work on an ROTC group to come do the flag honors, you know. John will do the national anthem a cappella, so that'll be live. Steve and Kathy will also do a song of their choice live that day. Okay? And I might, and then if we can pull off this lunch thing, that would be like super fantastic cool. Then, let's see, we got the Mini Motor Expo. I've asked Gwen if she wants to do brunch again. We'll see how that shakes out. Turkey 500. Due to the pressure you guys put on me, I have moved it off of Thanksgiving Day. It is Thanksgiving weekend though. So the numbers may be down, but at least it's Saturday, not Thursday. Our holiday party, I don't know if we want to do dinner, if we want to do dinner, you know, depending on how the Veterans Day thing works out, if we spend more money there, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, our celebration for that is December 9th. Reindeer Dash on the 19th, and I have placed a call to the North Pole, and Santa will be there.
Ooh.
So, we may have reindeer too. I'm not sure. Real live reindeer, but I don't know yet. Okay?
Not the
All
one
right.
that they staple to the mouse's head.
Then we've got New Year's Bash, again on January 1st. That seemed to be a good date, a good way to start the new year. The food truck will be there again for the hot dogs. And then Steve and Kathy last year did a concert afterwards, got cool, nobody stayed. So this year we'll do their concert, about an hour concert before the race while we're setting up, getting ready. Boom. Okay, so they've agreed to do that. And if you notice, a couple of the dates we're doing things are the second Wednesday of the month, like Veterans Day. Is that right? Is Veterans Day a Wednesday?
No, it's usually a Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay, well, never mind. Well, I think I got this right.
Yeah, the
Oh, okay. The Mini Motor Expo. Wait. November 11th is the second Wednesday. So we won't have a race and a meeting. So we'll have our meeting on the 21st at the Mini Motor Expo. Okay. And our holiday party is December 9th. That's also the second Wednesday. So we'll just have the meeting there. Okay. If we have any meeting at all.
Thanksgiving is the 26th
So
of
the
November.
11th is a Wednesday?
I believe, yeah, if you look at it,
Right.
November 11th should be a Wednesday. Yeah.
I know the 11th is Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
One quick thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Since we're having Slinging Dogs food trucks, and we mentioned possibly doing some kind of donation to the dog park, maybe the 50-50 could go towards the dog park for the Slinging Dogs food truck. I don't know, that was just, because we mentioned, we were
We
talking.
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're not getting any money from Slinging Dogs.
Yeah, we're not getting
I'm
anywhere.
saying for the 50-50.
Well, okay, so here's what I'd like to do, if this makes sense to you. We raised a little over $100 for the first go-round of the Flight to Honor. Joe said it takes $500 to send
Yeah,
somebody?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Once we've got
$50.
I'd like to earn $500,
Yeah.
so we can actually send somebody.
Yep.
So if that happens, Sandy, before that, then yeah, let's talk about it. If not, I'd like the money still to go to
Yeah.
Flight to Honor, if that's okay.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
And the person that goes with because the individual, the military person has to go escorted.
Do everybody, each person has an escort?
Yes.
You have to have it.
So it's really $1,000 a deal?
No,
Or,
escorts pay their own $500.
Really?
Yes.
So, we might, like,
They have-
we could either donate that to,
Well, the 900 is for the veteran.
you know, the regular, or we could donate it to the VA club, which should send an escort. You can do either one of those two things.
How about we try to earn a grant?
They have a waiting list of people that want to
I
go.
know, that's what we're doing.
That's awesome.
can't.
But somebody has to.
You went, Gary?
I just went a couple ways through that.
Well, how was that?
Oh, it's great. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
that's what it is.
That's awesome.
But you can pick your escort. And like I said, that is $500. You know, like if somebody in the VA group would want to go with a VA person that they know, might be,
Okay.
or, you know, just
She's
pay
a
for the escort person.
family member.
And you can't be a wife.
You can't be a wife? Really?
Well, the problem was, the wife would be their escort, and the wife was the same age, so they had to take care of the wife and the
Yeah.
husband.
Oh.
It's usually like a younger
It's just a-
family
I mean,
member.
they wouldn't even let me do it when I was younger, but I think it's changed a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, they had problems with that, because the wife was just in bad shape as the veteran.
My son comes through that.
That's crazy. So, that's, okay. Did I leave anything out? Mick, did I leave anything out?
I just want to add flights of
It's a
honor.
kick in my
We will
face.
have two more
Well, it
people
is.
signing up to see if they're accepted to go on the next flight.
Okay. So, just because they sign up and the money's there doesn't mean they get to go, right, Gary?
Right.
Ooh,
The selected group, right?
wow, okay.
Yeah, they were going with the oldest guys first.
Okay.
We
Makes
had,
sense.
I don't want to hog it over with the flights of honor, but we had 34 guys in wheelchairs.
Wow.
We had 170 people from Polk County going, veteran, alone. And then they had to have their escort, you know.
Right, right.
So
Wow.
it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. And I have been a very poor supporter of that. And when you get back at the airport, right, you fly right in and out of here.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, it's like a freaking party, isn't it? Pretty amazing.
They have a food
Yeah.
park, they have a band.
That's pretty nice.
8 o'clock at night is usually when they return.
Okay,
And St. Pete just sent a group yesterday.
wow.
And so they had a plane load. It was all that West Coast Tampa area, Tampa Clearwater.
So
People that
when
way.
it goes, it's just Polk County people, Gary? Is that the way?
Yes.
Okay. That's the way this one
that's
is.
how this is in Lakeland.
Yeah,
Okay,
Lakeland.
okay.
Team
So I think
Linda.
that's awesome that's an awesome thing that we're raising money for. Anything, have I forgotten anything? Yes, Chris? I knew I forgot something.
Our placards were getting made for the waiver signage.
You let the cat out of the bag.
But
So, Chris and I looked over the user agreement. Doesn't really say that we have to have waivers signed.
Good.
And that's my fault. I never read it because by the time I was done with it, I was done. So we're going to have signs similar to the signs made like they have in Bartow, okay, at various places on the track. Are we going to have the drivers still sign or no?
we can, because I mean, we're in the pits, we're closer, and it's just acknowledging that we understand more.
Yeah.
So when we sign up to give our money, we just sign up, or we can incorporate it all in one as that signage sheet for the money, that's included.
Okay. So technically as drivers, we're still going to sign something like a waiver. Okay. And as an announcer or MC, I have to refer people to those signs 3, 4, 5 times during the race. But
Just
we're gonna-
announce it.
That's right. We're going to see how that goes. We've been blessed that other than poor Don tripping over tires. I think it was tires at that
But
point.
he's in the pits.
Yeah, he was he was turn marshaling that day.
But still, that's in
Yeah, who
that
else?
area.
That's
Had
where you
anybody
might
else
have to get
hurt,
hurt,
really?
Yes.
marshaling.
Oh, Audrey, wasn't Audrey bleeding for something?
She picked a scab or something. That wasn't even close.
All right. So we've been blessed and fortunate that we have not had a problem. And let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
So anyway, so in my blast emails, you will not see that verbiage about you got to sign the waiver. Let's see if that changes a little bit on what we bring in. Tim Hughes also suggested we put Judy, we put you right smack dab in the middle. He says, Steve, that's prime space for golf carts for people to watch. So we're going to slide Judy down to the end. Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, and leave that open for that, so they'll congregate down on the end to see you. We were gonna actually move you around inside. That's
No.
that's too
Well, that's even
dangerous.
better, because it's closer, but we don't have to go all the way around.
There you go.
There you go.
So that's what we're gonna do. Was there anything else that Tim had suggested that we're gonna? Oh, we might try to move that was something you and I talked about. We may wait till Tom gets back to talk about this, but he thought the trailer takes up a lot of space when we're out there racing. So we may, we can get a TV stand with sandbags on it and have the TV stand underneath the canopy with the table, whoever's running track meet and stuff like that. That would reduce some space and give us more space back. So we may or may not, but I know Tom worked hard on getting the thing, and the boards we have to.
And almost move the track mate system over closer to the pits and have a longer cord around for data.
Yeah.
That way it opens up the upper part that we have coned off to carts parking right there
A
also.
lot more people. So that's something we're
Can
kind
we
of.
get a couple guys in suits with a jar, go around and ask them for donations?
No.
Would you like to
As
do
long
that?
as you wear one.
Right.
Ask nicely, of course.
So only if you. So I was watching the History Channel the other day, and they were talking about stunts and crazy things people did. This was back in Evel Knievel time. I guess there was a Canadian called the Human Fly. This dude was like crazy, but his arch enemy was Evel Knievel. It was Paul. So anyway, his first stunt, they actually bolt the dude to a plane, flying 300 miles an hour, standing up. Well, he got real bad burns on his legs, survived that. Then he came back and he wanted to beat Evel Knievel because Evel had just jumped 15 buses. So he's going to go jump 18 buses on a jet-powered motorcycle. Of course, it lands short, and he's never heard from again, ever. He did not die, but he was severely injured, and he was never heard from again. So if you dress up as the Human Fly, you can walk around with that jar, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
What?
I'm not, I don't smoke.
Think how many people would give you money if you're in this red suit.
They would give you money wearing that green shirt.
You got one too.
I do.
All right, that's all I got. I hope I didn't keep you too long. You folks are great. Please take cake, cookies, goodies, celebrate a little bit, chit chat, and go from there. Again, let's communicate as we get closer to the 27th, and July 5th is our date on the money for the baseball trip. All right, thank you.
The thing in the middle of the cake is not icing, it's raspberry filling.
Really?